Still Adam, still in the cupboard, and this is the last part of Tecno Man. Will Mike be able to take on the chickens that have taken over the world? We'll see. Chapter 7. Beep! A bell went in Mike's room. Morning, Mike. Here's your tickets for flying to Berlin, first class, with TV in each chair. You're going tonight at 6:30 PM, so pack your bags and relax till then. Watch the news or football. I'm going to train a cat burglar to climb walls and not to steal stuff. Agent 000 went out of the room. Mike switched on the TV. The news was on chickens are growing. Mike switched channels to CBBC. Everyone is hiding from chickens. Mike switched again. A chicken stamped on my house, said a local farmer. Mike changed channel. How to use chicken poo as an energy source. Mike pressed number 6 on the remote. This is the life of a chicken. Everyone has gone loopy about chickens, so Mike just read a book about a man who ate so many burgers that he burst. A nice light read. It's good to know that the world is taking these chickens seriously, even if Mike isn't. I've also got some illustrations down here. These ones are actually pretty good, better than the door and the bed in the last chapters. We've clearly got chickens growing, someone hiding from a chicken stamping on a house, someone using a delightful machine called the Poo-O-Matic to make energy. That's pretty solid. I like that. And the life cycle of a chicken. Cool. Time to go, Mike. Call if you need any help to do anything. Agent 000 gave Tecno Man a handshake and led Mike's way. Mike rose out of the ground and got private limo and chauffeur called Les all the way to the airport. When he got to the airport, guards escorted Mike to the aeroplane. He went up the stairs and sat down. It was comfier than ever, and the TV was a plasma screen, so that was pretty impressive. And there was a selection of DVDs from Bob the Builder to Silence of the Lambs. I didn't even realize I knew about Silence of the Lambs at 11, but I definitely hadn't seen it. Mike relaxed and watched the full version of War Stars. Eventually he fell asleep and had a nightmare where he was getting chased by giant chickens. When he woke up, he was at Germany. So this chapter seems to be basically just focusing back on the chickens. We've had 2 chapters of Mike faffing about with a Lightning DS, MI6, secret bases, and gadgets. But now we're back to the crux of the story. The giant chicken's taking over the world. He's got to Germany, the home of the giant chicken, of course. Is he going to be able to take them on? When he got there, hundreds of guards were guarding the plane, so no person got eaten by chickens. When Mike got out, many guards surrounded him and told him to get back into the plane. He said the secret password and he was through. I'm not going to say the secret password, or it wouldn't be a secret. A very cute way to break the fourth wall. Either that or I couldn't think up a good secret password. Mike turned his hand into a machine gun and the other a grenade launcher.
Back to the action.
When he saw a chicken, he blew it up into pieces and went forward and got trapped by chicken soldiers. Mike shouted, "Be prepared to become chicken stew, losers!" And Mike blew them up too and ran towards a supermarket. He bought 100 bottles of olive oil and a flamethrower. Weird little shopping break there. I want to know more about this supermarket. I want to know why it's open during a chicken war. I want to know why it stocks both olive oil and a flamethrower. And I don't know why Mike needed to buy a flamethrower since he can turn his limbs into weapons. That's his whole thing. It kind of makes his whole power redundant. He put them in a bag, in a safe, and started killing chickens again. Finally he got to the football stadium where 2 chickens put a band on him and took him in the stadium. Like an elastic band, I guess. Have the giant chickens also got giant elastic bands? There was plenty of people in there, even the Queen, Prime Minister and Ronaldinho, the 3 most important people in the world. All I want to know is where is Thierry Henry? All the chickens that hadn't been killed were in the seats, where people who watch the match used to sit. This is the seats in the stadium. I didn't need to further explain what a seat was. First up, the Prime Minister was put to the test. He had to walk on a thin plank without falling off. Pretty simple task. The first half he did okay, but then fell off near the end. He got chucked in a cage full of birdseed and made to eat it. Next, the Queen, but she didn't do very well. She refused to go on, so she got chucked in a cage and the same task as the Prime Minister. Ronaldinho got through the first task, but he still got chucked in a cage full of birdseed and made to eat it. It's not explained very well, but it seems that the chickens are doing some kind of Roman Colosseum gladiator thing, but with walking on planks instead of fighting each other. Doesn't seem like that interesting entertainment, especially when the outcome is always the same. You lose, you get birdseed. You come close, you get birdseed. You win, you get birdseed. Surely at some point that just ends up with all the contestants eating birdseed. Is that what giant chickens want? I guess I don't know. Maybe that is their ultimate desire. Next up, Tecno Man. He turned his legs into a mini jetpack and flew into the air, shooting all the chickens where he couldn't get attacked. Seems like cheating to me. Finally, the only one to shoot, when it flew up to him and said, "Hi old friend, how you doing? You killed my boyfriend, so I'll kill you. Yes, I'm polytentacle." No punctuation in that sentence. She reached for her gun, but Mike was quicker. He slapped the gun to the floor and shot her till death. Then we got a suitably disturbing illustration at the bottom, with Mike on his armed shotgun shooting what I assume is polytentacle, and yet again there is blood everywhere. Jetpack's cool though, still wearing his England top. Okay, last page. Mike Tecno is the hero of this world today, and now he will be awarded £1 billion now, the presenter said. The presenter hasn't said anything up until now. Mike, feeling proud, took the reward and shouted with glee, "I'd like to buy everyone some chicken curry, so there won't be any hunger problems at all." Seems very out of character for Mike. It's nice. That's like a genuinely nice gesture. So everyone rushed around, picking up chickens and chopping them up. Mike helped his mum and butcher to make this sauce. He gave £1,000 to the butcher and shared it out to the people. Not enough money for the butcher there. He's just been made a billionaire, and this butcher has made enough chicken curry to solve all hunger problems, but only got £1,000. That seems pretty greedy of Mike, but I'll let him off since he did just save the world. That night, everyone had a big feast of chicken curry. It was a time of helping and sharing. Everyone got to know each other a lot and talk in all the different languages. And it turns out Mike was a good guy after all. A child that had a traumatic upbringing takes it out on other people, gets given a chance, and can change the world. What a nice way to end this horrible, horrible book. I'm kidding, of course. That's obviously not the end. There's one more sentence. This wouldn't be Tecno Man if it didn't have a crazy twist ending. You're not ready. But that night, everyone suddenly started coughing and sneezing and died in their own bed. It was all because of the dreaded bird flu got everyone in the world.
The apocalypse happened and no one survives.
Of course we couldn't end on a happy note. Of course everyone in the world dies. It's the ultimate dark twist. It's only fitting to have a picture of dead Tecno Man. Not dead from the giant chickens, dead from the bird flu. And yet again I ask, why was I allowed to write this? I'm pretty proud of it. It's still one of my proudest achievements. Engineering degree? No. Tecno Man? Yes. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. I've enjoyed making them. I unfortunately don't have any more traumatic books that I wrote when I was younger. So if I do make any more videos, it'll have to be about something else. I'm not sure what that'll be. I don't know how to end this video as always. The end?